guys, welcome back to another deck profile, and today we are working with Drytron. And Drytron's actually a really good meta deck as of current. I believe it took 50% in a event that just happened recently, so something to go off of, but overall it's just a really impressive deck. Basically focus on ritual summoning, so you can run Megalith into this as well, you can run Necros into this, but we're running the Angel version, but let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with one copy of Vanity's Ruler. Your opponent cannot special summon monsters while it's on the field. Overall, really good card for the deck, especially since we can get it out with such ease. One copy of Dawn's Knight. This card is sent from the field to the graveyard. You can send one light monster from your deck to the graveyard. This card is sent from your deck to the graveyard. Target one light monster in your graveyard. Place the target on the top of the deck. You only use one of its targets per turn. We're basically just going to use it to kind of shuffle back materials. One copy of Manju 10,000 Hands. Really good searcher. Triple Herald of Orange Light. One green light and one purple light. Your opponent activates monster effect, you can send this card one of the fairy monster hand to the graveyard, negate it, and destroy it. Green stops spell, and purple stops trap. Next we get into the actual Drytrons. All Drytrons can't be no longer set, it must be special summoned with the effect of a Drytron card. You can trigger one other Drytron monster or ritual monster from your hand or field to special summon any Drytron monster. When you do, they have their own effect. This one is Delta Adius. When this card is special summoned, you can then reveal one ritual monster and one ritual spell in your hand, and if you do, you can draw one card. You can have special monsters, second monster, second normal summon to set the turn, you activate this effect, and you can only use effect of Drytron once per turn. Run 3 copies of it, triple copies of Gamma Idion. When this card is special summoned, you can, I believe, it's target another Drytron. Let's go ahead. You guys, that way we know what I'm talking about. This card. When this card is special summoned from the hand or graveyard in defense, you can special summon one Drytron monster with 2,000 attack from your graveyard, except this card, and then you can't special summon except cards that cannot be normal summoner set. We have Drytron, 2 copies of Abaya. When this card is special summoned, you can add one ritual spell from deck to hand, so pretty good to get a ritual spell. Triple copies of Alpha. Alpha, when this card is summoned from the hand or graveyard, you can add one ritual monster from your deck to your hand. Really good to get Ben 10 and just recycle everything back. One copy of Eva. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish up to 2 other light fairy monsters from your field and or graveyard. Add the same number of level 2 or lower light fairy monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. Pretty good to help us get our heralds out. Very helpful. One copy of Drytron Meta Onus Quadrantids. You can summon this card with the right Drytron ritual spell. Your opponent cannot target a card with spell or trap effects. You can only use effect of Quadrantids once per turn. If solos of monsters on the field used for summon 2 or less, you destroy all spells and drives opponent controls. Pretty good to stop any kind of control variant decks kind of out there. But when this card has a floating effect, when this card is destroyed, you can special summon Drytron monsters from your graveyard, except this whose combined attack equals exactly 4,000. So you just get your materials right back. One copy of Herald of Ultimateness. When this card is ritual summoned, it must be ritual summoned, and then when your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters, or activate spell trap or monster effect, basically doing anything in the game, use that one fairy monster bring in the graveyard to negate the special summon or negate the effect, and then destroy it. Triple copies of Ben 10. This card has an on-field effect, but we're mostly going to use it for its grave effect, in that when it's tributed, you can add one light fairy monster from your deck to your hand, as in you can add more Ben 10. Double copies of Cyber Angel. Get the name off the top of my head. Natasha. When this, again, more so focusing on the grave effect. When this card is in the graveyard, you can target one monster you control, special summon this card, and if you do, take control of that monster. But you must banish one other Cyber Angel monster from your graveyard. Triple copies of Cyber Emergency. Add one Light Machine monster that cannot be normal summoner set, or one Cyber Dragon monster from your deck to hand. But in short, just going to use it to get our Drytrons started. Triple copies of Nova to special summon one Drytron monster from your deck, but destroy during the end phase. Triple copies of those. Triple Preparation of Rites, basically just adding whatever we need. One copy of its ritual spell. As its ritual spell can, in short, if this card is in graveyard, target one Drytron monster you control. It loses exactly 1,000 attack until end of your opponent's turn. If it does, add this card to your hand. But you can only use its effect once per turn. And the triple of Fafnir, the field spell. When this card is activated, you can add one Drytron spell or trap from deck to hand, except Fafnir. The activation and activated effects of ritual spell cards cannot be negated. Once per turn, a monster is no longer special summon face up while you control a Drytron monster, except during damage step. You can reduce that monster's level by 1 per 1,000 of its current attack. Min level 1 for the turn. You only activate this effect once per turn. For the extra deck, it's kind of whatever you kind of want it to be. I have 1 Herald, 1 Zeus, 1 Lizardicus, and a Nightingale, and it's because we run a bunch of level 1s, so we can easily get this thing out. Basically a full Nightmare package with Appaloosa, so 1 Griffin, Appaloosa, Unicorn, Phoenix, and Cerberus. 1 Union Carrier to help kind of out the Vanity's Ruler. 1 IP, 1 Herald and Mirages. In short, just another form of negate we can use. Double Link Rebo, and then double Relinquished Enemia. I see people running mostly the Relinquished monster, but I kind of like using Link Rebo instead. So we're going to run the Link both. So let's go ahead and get this started. I don't think it'll run. We actually got pretty good start. So we're going to go ahead and get Benton, since we already have an Alpha. Benton, House Effect's going to get us a, but we'll go ahead and get Herald Ultimate since we kind of already have what we need. Activate, we're going to get another copy of Benton. We're going to go ahead with almost the fields. One. Oh, where are you? Here we are. Perfect. We will then go ahead and activate moving Benton. Activate spec, get the field spell. Then effect, add another copy of Benton. Go ahead and make that into a Rebo. Capitalize this. So Benton. The other one out. Effect, we're gonna go ahead and get Eva. And then normal summon Eva. Use it for material for a. Let's see. I guess in this case, might as well just do another Link Reba. Effects, banish 2 of the Bentons, we'll add a orange, and we'll add a purple. Gonna add a spell, get Herald Ultimateness out, then we're gonna activate. Getting another, let's get Alliance out. And reason being, we're also gonna use this. Reduce this attack by 1,000, get it back in our hand. So we'll just make a nice and simple. Maybe I hit 4. Oh, that should have been 4. There we go, we'll make an Appaloosa. 100. Yeah, let's go into it now. We now have what's that? 4 monster negates and a okay. Oh, burning. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just negate that. Not too concerned with what he does. Everything becomes Alpha, get rid of Natasha, Alpha adds bonus. Then we can go into Gamma. Anything else I want to do? Might as well. Ooh, another fairy, so we have another negate again. This, another one. Actually, it's effect. We'll get out Delphius. Drytron there. Go ahead and just make our attack. I think that's game actually. Yeah, and that's game. Oh, hope you guys enjoyed the Drytron profile. Let me know what you guys would have done with the deck yourself, and have a great day. Peace out.